Okay. I'm waiting for everybody to tell. So otoacoustic emissions are a test of outer hair cell function. So it tells us the cochlea, which is the sense organ for hearing, how it works. We send a pair of tones in, like hitting 2 notes on a piano. When you hit 2 notes on a piano, you hear harmonics. Your ear actually creates harmonics every time you hear a pair of tones. The only thing is they're so soft that you can't hear them. So we put a little very sensitive microphone in your ear and we measure the sound that comes back. So we send in 2 sounds and we measure a sound that comes back. Actually, there are multiple sounds that come back, but we're really only interested in the very loudest one, the harmonic.
It's going to sound really late. Is that like radar you're measuring the turn? Or?
It's an acoustic signal. Your ear actually makes a sound, a physical sound that we can pick up and measure. It's very soft. And that's why you don't hear it. It's not like tinnitus or any of the ringing that you hear about people complaining. It's different. It works on the same principle as your piano. When you hit those pairs of notes, the piano makes additional sounds. Your ear physically makes a sound.
Does it tell you how well the cochlea is actually working? Or if it's working the way it should be?
If it's working the way it should be, we hear a sound coming back. It's sort of an all or none. This is the same test that they do on all the newborn.
Like acupuncture needle probes are going to just go under the skin to register his brain waves. Okay. And we're going to put a little soft thing in his ear which administers the sounds, and then we're going to actually do his ear testing now.
Is any of this the bear test or not?
This is the bear test.
And the hardest part about this test is he's not feeling the needles, but because they're so small, they like to back out. So if he moves a lot, or sometimes if they pan a lot, the needles can back out, and we just have to stop the test and check placement. Okay.
And could you explain a little bit about what's happening during the test? What exactly is it measuring?
So what's happening is that we're going to put some sounds into his ear via the ear tube, and every time a sound goes in, his EEG will register that so that it's telling us from his ear all the way up to the cortex of his brain what is being registered for sound. So since I know exactly how loud the sound is I'm putting in, if he doesn't hear it, if I don't get the right indications, and that tells me he can't hear that level, we'll go louder and louder until we find out what he can hear. And then after that, for Timmy, that's normally what you call a bear test, and that's a screening. For Timmy, we're going to go one step further, and we're going to actually put in, after we do that, we're going to do it again with very specific frequencies.
All right, is there different levels of the bear test?
Correct.
Yes.
So the bear test, we do it at different intensity levels because we want to find out how loud something has to be before he detects it.
Because the University of Penn gave me an opinion that your test, I can tell if he could hear or not.
Right.
Not levels, nothing.
Right. That's called a screening, and it's a go, no-go. He hears or he doesn't hear. What we're going to do is going to be much deeper than that. We're going to be able to tell you what he hears in each ear. So that's why it's a little bit more in depth that we do it more times.
You're doing great. This is the best one we've done.
Yeah, in terms of niceness.
All right, well, service dogs are used to different...
That's one of the reasons why you got bumped up on the priority, too, is a well-trained service dog.
I have no watch.